Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Thursday, February 14th, 2019. Well, folks, as you can see, I'm looking at the chart of CSCO Systems here. What gets my attention here is that the company reported earnings yesterday after the bell. The stock obviously up on earnings, but notice what's happening here. You're getting a technical bearish topping tail. And again, topping tails are bearish signals. They're reversal signals. They're distribution signals. So when I say distribution, what this tells you is that the big boys, the big money players on the move up today have sold into it. That's why the stock price gets pushed back down, creating that long tail on top. If you close in this lower area here, the lower 25% of the candle, it creates a topping tail. And that, again, is a bearish signal for the coming days, weeks, and months, likely a near-term top. So I think that's important to recognize. What's interesting here is that the conference call yesterday was pretty solid. I mean, they beat earnings, they beat revenue just by a little bit, but they did a $15 billion stock buyback where they announced that. And again, as I posted this on Twitter yesterday, but I have to just take note of the buybacks we've had, since the tax cut. As predicted, in all fairness, more stock buybacks, literally hundreds of billions of dollars in buybacks announced than really ever before in history. And it's pretty remarkable, but not surprising, right? I mean, what we call financial engineering is exactly what's going on here. So by buying back their own stock, there's less stock out there. So when they make the same amount of money per share, it looks bigger, right? They're making more money per share because there's less shares out there. Because remember, when a company buys its own stock back, that stock vanishes. So they basically buy it out and retire it. So let's say there was 2 million shares, they buy back half of their stock. There's only 1 million shares. So if they make $1 million, which is what they made last year it was 50 cents a share. This year it would be $1 a share if it's that, using that math. So again, this is very common. This is what's going on here. It is inflating these stocks because they're doing the buybacks, but that's really what you're seeing here. And you're seeing that the move up recently has basically already factored that in, and that's why you're seeing a little bit of a fade. So, just on a technical basis, and this is just purely, there's lots of fundamental people out there, lots of nonsense, and people that get married to stocks, and those are the people I feel the worst for because they're the ones that, they'll ride the stock down when they don't have to, ultimately. I'm someone who, I go long and short. So, here, this would be a short signal. You go short, you make $2 or $3 to the downside. Then if it looks good, you go long again, make $2 to $3 up to the upside. And ultimately, the person that's the long-term investor is just sitting there break even while you've made $6 on the trade already in just a couple months or a couple weeks. But in any case, bottom line is topping tail alert on CSCO Systems. What's interesting here is you're also getting it right at this double top. Look at that. So double top resistance, topping tail secondary factor. And again, this tells me it's a short. I haven't shorted this myself at this time, but I am looking to do so. Ideally, what I'd like to see tomorrow is a retrace, maybe back up to about a 50% retrace of this candle, and then I'll pull the trigger on a short. Short-term target would be gap fill here, which is right there. That's where it closed yesterday before the move up today. Secondary target, where I think this is actually going, is down here. So this would be my longer term, over a couple weeks target down to around 45.5 or so on a classic retrace of this major move. And by the way, the Fibonacci retrace, this would be basically a 50% retrace if we got back to this level here of this entire move up. So that's kind of cool as well. So we'll see how it goes, but bottom line, I just wanted to pass this along to you guys. And again, this is just pure technicals. I mean, this is what works, folks. And again, this is why we've made more money than any hedge fund any year in the past, since we've been around since 2007. It's amazing. It's already been 12 years that we've had this company helping investors profit each and every year. But again, it's pure technicals, looking at the charts and keeping emotion out of it. Too many investors out there get emotional. They can't let go of their stock. They love it. They can't believe that you're saying something against it. And those are the people that end up losing. It's just the nature of the beast. So in any case, we'll keep an eye on things here. But look, as of now, CSCO Systems putting in a topping tail. And again, distribution, classic distribution, good volume today tells you big money sold into this. That should be an indicator of which direction it's going to go. Have a great one, guys. Take care.